Have you ever looked at your evening meal and wondered, are there vegetables I can choose that fit better with my kidney health goals after 60? Many people become more aware of their kidneys as they get older, especially when they hear so much about what they should avoid. But there is another side of the conversation that is often overlooked: understanding the foods that may fit into a thoughtful, balanced eating routine. If you clicked on this video because you want to learn which vegetables are commonly discussed in kidney-conscious nutrition, you are in the right place. But before we begin, there is one important thing to understand. There is no vegetable that can cleanse your kidneys overnight or replace medical care. Healthy eating is not about finding one magic food. It is about understanding how different foods may fit into your personal health picture. And this is where many people become confused. For years, kidney nutrition discussions have often focused mainly on restrictions. People hear about watching sodium, paying attention to certain nutrients, or limiting specific foods. Those conversations can be important, but they can also leave people asking, what foods can I actually enjoy? The answer is different for everyone. Food choices related to kidney health can depend on many factors, including your overall health, medications, and recommendations from your healthcare professional. A food that fits well into one person's routine may need different consideration for someone else. One example is potassium. Potassium is a nutrient naturally found in many foods, including vegetables. It plays important roles in the body, but some people with certain kidney concerns may need to pay closer attention to their potassium intake. This is why kidney-related nutrition is not about creating one perfect food list that applies to everyone. It is about understanding options and making informed choices. After 60, many people are looking for simple ways to maintain healthy routines while still enjoying their meals. Maybe you enjoy cooking for your family, preparing your own dinners, or simply wanting to feel more confident about the foods you bring into your home. That is why today's video is not about fear, it is about awareness. We are going to look at 8 vegetables that are often discussed because they provide nutrients and plant-based compounds that are part of many healthy eating patterns. Some of these vegetables may already be familiar to you, while others may be foods you have never considered in this way. And remember, the goal is not to find a food that changes your kidneys overnight. The goal is to better understand foods that may fit into a kidney-conscious routine while considering your own situation. Now let's begin with vegetable number 8. The first vegetable on our list is one many people walk past without realizing why it often appears in conversations about balanced nutrition. It is simple, affordable, and may already be sitting in your kitchen right now. But there is a reason this everyday vegetable deserves a closer look. Vegetable number 1, cabbage. When many people think about vegetables and healthy eating, cabbage is not always the first food that comes to mind. It is often seen as a simple side dish or something added to salads, soups, and traditional family recipes. But sometimes the most familiar foods are the ones worth looking at more closely. Cabbage is a vegetable that provides fiber, vitamins, and plant compounds that are commonly studied as part of overall nutrition patterns. Research has explored how vegetables like cabbage fit into diets that emphasize a variety of plant foods, which is one reason it continues to appear in healthy eating conversations. One reason cabbage is interesting is that it is naturally low in calories and can add volume and texture to meals. For many people, especially those trying to create more balanced plates, adding vegetables can be a simple way to include more variety without making meals feel complicated. But when kidney-related nutrition comes into the conversation, there is an important reminder. No single vegetable works the same way for everyone. The amount and type of vegetables that fit into a person's routine can depend on their individual health situation. For someone looking for meal ideas, cabbage can be enjoyed in many simple ways. It can be added to soups, mixed into a vegetable dish, lightly cooked, or included in a fresh salad depending on personal preference. The key idea is not that cabbage is a kidney solution. The key idea is that familiar vegetables can be part of a thoughtful eating pattern when they fit your needs. And this leads to an interesting question. If a simple vegetable like cabbage can offer nutritional value, what about vegetables that are even more colorful and nutrient-rich? That brings us to vegetable number 7, Vegetable number 2, bell peppers. Bell peppers are a great example of how colorful foods can add variety to everyday meals. Their bright colors, whether red, yellow, orange, or green, come from natural plant compounds that are part of what makes fruits and vegetables interesting from a nutrition perspective. Research continues to explore how different plant foods and their nutrients are associated with overall health patterns. Bell peppers are also known for providing vitamin C and other nutrients that contribute to a balanced diet. Including a variety of vegetables can help people avoid eating the same foods repeatedly and can make healthy meals more enjoyable. For many seniors, one of the biggest challenges with eating well is not knowing what to prepare. Meals can become repetitive, especially when people feel they have fewer choices. Adding vegetables with different colors, textures, and flavors can make everyday meals feel more satisfying. Bell peppers can be enjoyed in many ways. Some people add them to omelets, soups, roasted vegetable dishes, or salads. Others use them to add flavor and color to meals they already prepare regularly. However, as we mentioned earlier, kidney-related food choices are personal. A vegetable that works well in one person's routine may need different consideration for another person, especially when there are specific health factors involved. The bigger lesson is that kidney-conscious eating is not about removing all enjoyable foods. It is about understanding how different foods may fit into your overall pattern. And as we move through this list, you may notice something interesting. The vegetables we are discussing are not rare superfoods. Many are everyday foods that people already know, but understanding how they fit into a balanced routine can change the way we look at them. Next, we are moving toward a vegetable that many people already associate with healthy eating, but there is an important detail about how it fits into kidney-conscious meal planning. Let's continue with vegetable number 6. I'll continue with the next polished section, following the approved structure and Agent 4 recommendations. Broccoli vegetable number 3, cauliflower. When people think about vegetables that can fit into a balanced eating pattern, cauliflower may not always be the first one that comes to mind. It is often seen as a simple side dish, but this familiar vegetable has become more popular because of the many ways people can prepare it. One reason cauliflower gets attention in nutrition discussions is because it provides fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that are part of many healthy eating patterns. Some dietary research has explored how including a variety of vegetables may be associated with overall wellness when combined with other healthy habits. But when it comes to kidney-conscious eating, the important question is not simply, is cauliflower healthy? The better question is, does it fit your personal nutrition needs? Kidney-related food choices can vary from person to person. Factors such as kidney function, medications, and guidance from a healthcare professional can influence which foods work best for an individual. For many people, cauliflower is appealing because it can add variety to meals without relying only on the same familiar side dishes. Some people use it in roasted vegetable dishes, soups, or as a way to add more texture to meals. The key takeaway is this: cauliflower is not a kidney treatment, and it is not a replacement for medical care. It is simply one vegetable that some people may include as part of a balanced eating pattern when it matches their personal needs. And now, let's move to a vegetable that many people already have in their kitchen, but there is one reason it deserves a closer look. Vegetable number 4, carrots. Carrots are one of the most recognizable vegetables in the world. Many people grew up eating them in soups, salads, or as a simple snack. But their bright color tells an interesting story about the natural compounds found in this everyday food. Carrots contain nutrients such as beta-carotene, which the body can convert into vitamin A. Vitamin A has an important role in normal vision and other functions in the body. More broadly, carrots are often discussed in nutrition because they are part of a pattern of eating more colorful plant foods. However, when talking about kidney-friendly choices, one important point is often overlooked. A food being nutritious does not automatically mean it is the right choice for every person in every situation. Individual needs matter. For some people, carrots may fit comfortably into their meals. For others, certain health considerations may require paying closer attention to portions or overall dietary patterns. This is why kidney nutrition is not about finding one perfect vegetable. It is about understanding how different foods fit into your own routine. Carrots are also practical because they are easy to prepare. They can be added to soups, cooked with other vegetables, or included in meals that already contain a variety of foods. The bigger lesson is not that carrots have a special effect on the kidneys. The lesson is that simple vegetables can contribute to a thoughtful eating pattern when they fit a person's individual needs. But the next vegetable on our list is one that surprises many people because it is often overlooked, even though it has been part of traditional meals for generations. Leafy green vegetable number 5, green beans. When people think about vegetables they can easily add to everyday meals, green beans are often one of the first that comes to mind. They have been a familiar part of family dinners for generations, but their simplicity is exactly what makes them worth discussing. Green beans are often included in conversations about balanced eating because they provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant-based nutrients that contribute to overall nutrition patterns. One reason many people appreciate green beans is their practicality. They can be steamed, roasted, added to casseroles, or served alongside a variety of main dishes. For many seniors, having simple vegetables that are easy to prepare can make healthy routines feel more realistic. But when considering kidney-conscious eating, the important detail is not just the vegetable itself. It is how that food fits into the bigger picture of someone's personal needs. Kidney nutrition can depend on many factors, including an individual's health situation, medications, and guidance from their healthcare team. A vegetable that works well in one person's routine may need different consideration for someone else. This is why the goal is not to search for one magic vegetable. The goal is to understand different foods and make choices that fit your own eating pattern. Green beans may seem like an ordinary vegetable, but sometimes the foods we overlook are the ones that help bring more variety and balance to our meals. Now let's move to a vegetable with a completely different texture and flavor, one that many people enjoy, but may not realize how it fits into a thoughtful eating pattern. Mushroom vegetable number 6, mushrooms. Mushrooms are interesting because they are unlike many traditional vegetables. They have a unique texture, a savory flavor, and they are often used to add depth to meals without needing complicated preparation. In nutrition discussions, mushrooms are often recognized as a source of nutrients and naturally occurring compounds that are part of their overall food profile. Some research has explored mushrooms as part of broader dietary patterns, especially when looking at the role of different plant-based foods in everyday nutrition. For seniors, one practical advantage of mushrooms is that they can make meals feel more satisfying and varied. They can be added to soups, stir-fries, omelets, or mixed dishes to create more variety without making cooking feel complicated. However, kidney-related food choices are personal. Not every food that is nutritious for the general population will automatically fit every individual's needs. This is especially important because kidney nutrition is not about labeling foods as simply good or bad. It is about understanding portions, preparation methods, and how different foods fit into a person's overall routine. Mushrooms are a good reminder that healthy eating patterns are often built from many small choices, rather than one single food. And as we move closer to the top of the list, the next vegetable is one that many people already recognize. But there is an important reason it deserves a closer look. Broccoli vegetable number 7, broccoli. As we move closer to the top of the list, we come to a vegetable that has earned a place on many dinner tables for a reason: broccoli. For many people, broccoli is a familiar food from childhood meals, family dinners, and simple home cooking. But beyond its popularity, broccoli is often discussed in nutrition because it provides fiber, vitamins, minerals, and naturally occurring plant compounds that are part of its overall food profile. One reason broccoli remains a practical choice for many people is its flexibility. It can be steamed, roasted, added to soups, mixed into stir-fries, or served alongside other foods to create more variety in a meal. But this is where kidney-conscious nutrition becomes more personal. A food's general reputation does not automatically determine whether it is the right choice for every person. Individual factors, including health situation, medications, and personal guidance from a healthcare professional, can influence how different foods fit into someone's routine. The goal is not to place foods into a simple good or bad category. The goal is understanding your options and building meals that match your own needs. Broccoli is not a miracle vegetable, and it does not provide a special kidney solution. Instead, it represents something more realistic, adding variety, making thoughtful choices, and creating eating habits that can work in everyday life. And now, we reach the final vegetable on our list. This vegetable has become famous in recent years, but its real value comes from something much simpler: how easily it can become part of a balanced meal routine. Leafy green vegetable number 8, kale. Kale is often recognized as one of the most talked about leafy green vegetables, but its story is not about being a superfood that solves every health concern. At its core, kale is simply a leafy green that provides fiber, vitamins, minerals, and naturally occurring compounds that contribute to its overall nutritional value. Many people enjoy kale in salads, cooked dishes, soups, or combined with other ingredients to add more variety to meals. But the biggest lesson from kale is not about the vegetable itself. It is about understanding that healthy eating is not built around one perfect food. For some people, leafy greens may fit well into their eating routine. For others, personal nutrition needs may require a different approach. Kidney-related food choices can vary, which is why understanding your own situation matters. The most important takeaway is this: a vegetable does not need to be a miracle food to be valuable. Sometimes the best choices are the ones that are realistic, enjoyable, and easy to include consistently. After exploring these 8 vegetables, the biggest lesson is not that one vegetable can cleanse your kidneys overnight or completely change your health. The real takeaway is much more practical. Your daily food choices are opportunities to become more informed, more confident, and more intentional about what you put on your plate. Vegetables can be part of many balanced eating patterns, but there is no single choice that works exactly the same way for everyone. The goal is not to fear food. The goal is to understand it. Small decisions, choosing variety, preparing meals thoughtfully, and learning what fits your own needs can help you feel more confident about your everyday routines. And that confidence matters, because healthy aging is not about finding one magical answer. It is about making informed choices that help you continue enjoying the meals, moments, and independence that matter most.